So over the past few months, there's been some rumors circulating about specific fragrances, ones that I'm going to be talking about today, which are going to be pretty much three of them, where there was discontinuation rumors, whether it was discontinued, undiscontinued, limited distribution. And so I like to not do rumors. I like to do fragrances that I know whether they are 100% or not 100%. By reaching out to the companies. So I did that for you. I reached out to Azzaro, Prada, Paco Rabanne, and now I'm going to let you guys know which fragrances are discontinued, which ones you should go out and pick up now, which ones you really don't need to at this point in time, about how long you have to pick them up. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today, mostly focusing on 1 Million Lucky and Wanted by Night. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, my great smelling dudes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. Make sure to slap that like and subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Hit the bell, all that good stuff, so that we can get into another one of these videos where it's kind of just more of an informative video of kind of a sad day to me. I just realized that my Wanted by Night stained my clothes today because I'm actually wearing that today, which is one of the fragrances we're going to be talking about. I sprayed it too close. I don't know if it's going to stain permanently, though. But anyway, that's not the point. So let's just start it out. There was last February, not the February that just passed, the one before that, in 2022, there was a rumor circulating that 1 Million Lucky, this fragrance right here, this was discontinued. I reached out to Paco Rabanne. They got back to me in March of that year and said that yes, Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky was discontinued, but they had a few years worth of stock remaining. Well, over the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, until Christmas came by, you could see that they were starting to disappear off the shelves. And so I was like, that looks like it's happening, and discounters were still fully stocked. And so I was like, that's probably what they were saying. A few years worth of stock. It was going to slowly start trickling off the shelves in stores. And I heard a lot in like California, places like that, they were almost gone completely off the shelves. Well, where I live, 1 Million Lucky actually never came off the shelves except for at Macy's. And then I noticed in January, they came back on the shelves at Macy's. And so I was just like, I wonder what's going on. Then there was rumors out there that it may have come back in a specific capacity, and one of the Paco Rabanne reps had advised that they had really good sales over the holidays, and so they wanted to keep the 1 Million Lucky still available out there, and that's what she was thinking. She wasn't 100% sure. So I reached out to Paco Rabanne. I asked them, is 1 Million Lucky still discontinued? They said it is currently in limited distribution, meaning limited production. So right now, 1 Million Lucky, limited production means that they're kind of on a wait and see basis is what I'm taking from that. They had bad sales, then they started to get a lot better sales, and so they brought it back to where they were doing a limited production to go along with that 2 years of stock that they had, and that if they continuously see a steady increase, or at least a median of what you're going to have as far as sales for 1 Million Lucky, then they'll probably bring it back full term. But at this point in time, it is in limited production and limited distribution as well. They did use both terms. And they emailed me back on the site. It was a text. So I was texting their site and they were texting me back, kind of thing. And so that wasn't something I could screen share to show you. But yes, it is limited production. So for anybody who's out there who's super worried about not getting 1 Million Lucky, that's the reason it's still in stores. So you at least have another year or so, at least at this point in time. I will keep up on it and let you guys know every 6 months or so what it's looking like, what the weather's looking like for that. But the other middling one, not the main one we're talking about today, a lot of people, as far as undiscontinuations, a lot of people were saying Prada L'Homme Intense was being undiscontinued. And honestly, it was never actually discontinued because it was always a European fragrance. I mean, it was hardly ever sold in the United States except for in limited stores. I think it was like Nordstrom or something like that. But with that said, I think they just had limited distribution, just like 1 Million Lucky, even more limited. And now you're just starting to see it more often, but it's still an active fragrance. And right now it doesn't seem like it's discontinued. Mostly I was just telling you guys that these are still in limited distribution and still available. The main reason I wanted to make this video is because this is super sad for me. This is the fragrance that started my journey into main fragrance collecting. I had 20 fragrances when I got this bottle. I was always a mini fragrance collector, but as soon as I got this and YSLY EDT, so back in like 2016, 2017, I got this fragrance and YSLY EDT, and both of them made me want to just spring my collection into action. They're the ones that started me going into hundreds and 200s and 300 of bottles. And this is Azzaro's Wanted by Night. It is a fall and winter fragrance. Spicy, cinnamon, woods, fruits. Really an amazing fragrance overall. At one point in time, you could find it at Walmart for 25, 35 bucks, which is actually where I got this one from. And then it got really popular in fragrance community, and it sprung up to about 60 bucks. Obviously upon release it was 90 or so, but I'm talking about after the year or so that it was out. Wanted by Night is fantastic. It is up there with the best in the line, Most Wanted. So I think that for me personally, it's Most Wanted is my all year round scent favorite in the line. This one is my favorite fall scent in the line, but Wanted by Night has been discontinued. Chaos Fragrances, which you guys know, I think he's shiesty. He did a video having no idea if it was being discontinued. He did a video saying, I think it's discontinued, so you should buy it. And then he posted a link for a $90 version of it, which it was $75 on a different site. So that was shiesty in general. But I wanted to make sure, because at my Macy's right now, they have a July batch code. At my Walmart, they have a May batch code. So to me, if it was discontinued, it was just recently. So this is what they sent to me. I'll put it up on the screen. We regret to inform you it has been discontinued and is no longer being manufactured. As consumers ourselves, we understand how disappointed it can be when a favorite is no longer available. And so they were talking about Wanted by Night, and then they continue after that by saying it was, whenever I sent them an email back, I said, do you know when it was discontinued? Because my current batch says July, and they said it was actually discontinued in August. So it was only recently discontinued. Right now, you can see the prices are starting to go up on discounters. They're going from like 60 to 70 to 80. And so usually when it starts to get up near the $100 mark, that means it's time to buy that fragrance. So I have to say, for anybody who is a Wanted by Night lover, I have no idea how much stock they have available of this. My guess is it's a large amount. But with that said, I wouldn't wait. If you're somebody like me that loves this, I have 2 bottles of this. I need to buy a third. And I'm buying a third as soon as I'm done this video. I just found this out today. I'm like having my heart's racing because I love this fragrance so much, and I need to have this fragrance for at least the next 10 years until I find something comparable. Wanted by Night is absolutely amazing. Again, there's fragrances that are similar. Infrared Eau de Parfum, similar stuff like that, but it has 100% been discontinued. I confirmed with Azzaro. You can still find it in some Macy's, some Walmarts like mine. But if you're starting to see it jump off your shelves, you're starting to see the prices hike up, get it. Get it your next paycheck if you have to. If you want another bottle and it's one of your favorites, buy it now, because I have no guarantees that this fragrance will come back like 1 Million Lucky, because Azzaro isn't as popular of a line as Paco Rabanne. So yeah, definitely stay on top of that. Very sad day. I don't understand. Paco Rabanne discontinued Privé. Boss discontinued the Eau de Parfum Intense, which is amazing. Azzaro discontinued Wanted by Night. Like, I don't freaking get it. Last year, Wanted by Night was so popular, but I guess, I mean, obviously, I understand why the sales weren't doing well. Duh. But Wanted by Night, fantastic fragrance. Go pick it up. It is discontinued. I'm very sad about that. If I hear anything else about any other fragrances, I'll let you know. Obviously, Mercedes-Benz Cologne is discontinued. There was a couple other ones, but none of them are really noteworthy. And then I'm also going to be doing a video about buyouts of Creed and Parfums de Marly and reformulations. So definitely take a look at that. I'll be putting that out in the next few days. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this video was helpful. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with another one. Peace out.